Herbert George Wells, or otherwise known as H. G. Wells, was an English novelist, teacher, and journalist, publishing more than 50 novels and dozens of short stories in his lifetime. In 1874, when Herbert was 8 years old, he broke his leg. This incident forced him to stay in bed. While stuck in bed, his father would bring him books from their local library to keep him busy. His new hobby sparked a lifelong passion for books and writing. Several years later, his family would fall on financially hard times. Both Herbert and his brother had to go to work. Herbert was sent to an apprenticeship as a draper. He hated everything about it. He would later take his experience here and turn it into several books. He would also work as a pupil teacher, a chemist apprentice, and would attempt an apprenticeship at a grammar school, all of which he would leave. His mother, for her part, would go to work as a lady's maid. Her job would force her to live separately from her husband and sons, leaving their upbringing to their father. H.G. would eventually win a scholarship that would allow him to study biology under Thomas Henry Huxley. While in college, he would express his growing and changing views in print when he would write for various school journals, some of which he would start himself. Once H.G. finished school, he would begin writing short articles for journals to make money. By 1890, he had landed his job as a teacher at Henley House School in London. His first published book would be a 2-volume textbook of biology. His success in writing shorter pieces, along with encouragement from his new wife, he would manage to write The War of the Worlds and the Time Machine, and publish The Wonderful Visit and The Wheels of Chance, all within 18 months. He had even started 2 others that would be completed later. H.G. would build a large family home for his wife and their 2 sons in 1901. That same year, he would write his first set of predictions in a set of articles for a magazine, many of which were proven to be true with time. In 1920, he would also do 2 volumes for his predictions called The Outline of History. This was panned by critics but loved by the general population. It also helped to make him a household name and to become very rich. By the 1930s, war was imminent. H.G. would publish a series of essays about the future. These essays caught the attention of the Germans. They were so angry with his words they had the Nazi youth burning his books and would ban all of his works from libraries and stores. In 1934, after being diagnosed with diabetes, he would help co-found the Diabetic Association in the UK. That same year, he'd be cornered by Nazi sympathizers. He would refuse to give in to them, barely escaping with his life. Near the end of the war, a list was found by the Allies. This list contained the names of people who were wanted for arrest by the Nazis. H.G. was one of the first listed. He would continue to work until his death in 1946 at the age of 79.